No.
Well, I know you admitted in a previous video, I must destroy all, that you're a big conservatard, so I would expect you to say something like that.
What?
I'm a what?
You said in
Conservatard?
one of your videos how Undertaker Freak stopped being your friend when you admitted to being anti-Obama, so you're a conservative. So you're a conservative.
No, just because.
So
I don't
anybody who
agree with a lot of
anybody who disagrees with Obama's ways is a conservative.
Well,
just because
considering
I
how
disagree.
This
Dude,
doesn't make any sense. I've met several liberals that are against him.
well, considering how right-wing Obama is, you must be like super far to the right in order for.
Okay,
Right-wing?
I don't like, dude. Here's the thing, I don't like George Bush. How about that?
I'm a
Okay,
Republican
you're a
and I don't like
libertarian.
George Bush either. So I must be a Democrat, right?
I didn't say that. I said you were a libertarian, probably.
I approve of abortion. Does that mean I am
That can make you a
a
libertarian.
liberal?
Oh, man. So you base someone's political ideology based on one particular point of view they have, right?
I've made about 3 or 4 points of view that have.
3 or 4? Dude, I wiped my ass with 3 or 4. You kidding me?
Dude, do you like Obama?
Do I like Obama? I think he's tolerable.
Liberal communist.
Okay, here's just a question. I just want to see what his point of view is. Just want to throw it out in the open. Here are my points of views on the political status, even though I'm a neutralist. I have nothing against gays or lesbians. There's the thing I'm against. I mean, I have nothing against abortions, just to a certain extent, because no one has any right to tell a woman what to do with her body. I mean, if she wants to get an abortion within the week period that it's just like the size of a little penny, that's fine.
It's poor people, but go on.
Okay. I do not believe in gun control because that doesn't solve anything. Let's see, what was another part of it? And
I would have already assumed you were a libertarian card by now.
No.
Okay.
I have a feeling Justin is a part of the Illuminati, so you're just gonna have to agree with that.
Because as you know, I made a recent video about how I think owning guns is retarded.
Liberal. Conservative liberal.
Which, by the way, is not a position Maoist rebel holds, so we are capable.
So you do approve of gun control, right, Jim?
Yeah.
Why?
oh shit.
Because it's excessive. What do you need a gun that has like 16 rounds in it for? That's obviously
The fact of the matter is, we can. We don't need to, we can. Just like you don't need a TV. But wouldn't you be pissed off if someone took your TV away?
Yeah, but the only reason you would have such a weapon was if you were intending to use it to hurt massive amounts of people.
Or hunting.
Yeah, there's many specific roles that a gun can actually play.
There are several things that a gun takes part in, like Justin just said. Not just killing
That's
people.
a hunting rifle then, not a Glock 17.
All right, I can kill someone with this pencil I have in my hand right now. Does that mean pencils should be banned? Because I need it to write.
And my dick shoots many rounds. Does that mean my dick should be illegal?
Well, if you think that assault rifles shouldn't be banned, then why not let people have nukes then?
That's a different, complete story. Nuclear. You said nukes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The difference between firearms and nukes aren't owned by the people. Nukes are usually owned by more of the military status between different countries. North Korea and America could be a big, huge difference between guns and big-ass fucking bombs that can blow us to bits. Now,
I don't see the difference from a principle perspective of owning a nuclear weapon and owning an assault rifle.
Okay, but an assault rifle...
A nuclear weapon and assault rifle are completely different things.
Yeah, a nuclear weapon can take a mass amounts of lives compared to a gun. Now, granted, though, an AK-47 and M4, yeah, they could probably kill about maybe, I don't know, I'm just going to take a guess estimate, maybe to 15 people, to 20, because you do actually have maybe 30 rounds in a clip. I could be wrong. 27, maybe the least. but a nuclear bomb can kill mostly more than maybe, I'm just going to say, maybe thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of people. There's a huge
So
difference.
your argument,
I think Okinawa would disagree with you.
your argument
I have
basically is the same argument as mine, just on a different scale.
Elaborate, please.
It's not even, like, a nuclear weapon can take out 300 million people. Not 300 million, 300,000, sorry. 300,000. How many?
People shouldn't have nukes because it's excessive, and what I'm saying is people shouldn't have assault rifles because it's excessive.
Okay, but a nuke is not... Okay,
A nuke is not a typical thing that you can buy at a store anytime you want.
unless you had a
Proper
shitload of
license.
plutonium.
I can buy them
And a government license and shit like that.
on eBay.
And I meant to...
The
I meant
fact
to
is,
say
people
millions.
like to use assault rifles because they're cool, and people like to use them for hunting. People choose what guns they want because they are fascinated by these guns. Why should they have them taken away just because some people use them for bad?
Because likelihood is they're intending to use it for destructive purposes.
So what's gonna happen
I
when
can
somebody
say,
gets
how do you
another
know,
gun?
though? Again, I can just say, MDA, you shouldn't have pencils right now because I think if you had a pencil, you would stab someone with it.
Well, not just
Don't
that,
let
but
MDA
like,
have a pencil, guys. He'll kill someone.
what if somebody goes into a school and shoots up a bunch of kids again with a different type of gun? Are they gonna ban that gun and then so on? Like, what's the point? It's just because these people are mentally unstable. It is the person that killed the person, not the gun.
And something right here, Jim, which is one of the things that really puts a hole in the argument, is that you're just going to have black markets throughout the entire country selling guns illegally. Let's just say if it was passed and gun control was put in effect, you would still have black markets raising up the dollar for guns to be sold, so that way people can own them, and that's just going to cause more trivial, downright, let's just say, chaos and destruction than ever.
Oh, and let's not forget that'll bring you closer to the end of the capitalist market.
Well, if you ask me, people should be punished more so legally for owning a gun than what they do with that gun.
What?
Okay, here's another thing.
Dude, are you
Go ahead.
being serious?
Don't I sound serious?
Please.
Okay. So
please
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Okay, so let's just say out of everything in my house, I do not own any other gun except maybe an AK-47 or an M4 legally. Let's just say that. Man breaks into my house. Okay, and that's the only gun I can use. So, and let's just take the AK-47 or the M4 out of the equation. I have no gun to protect myself with, and he comes in, tries to rob me, beats me to death, goes at my wife or goes at my kids. I have nothing to protect them with. What's let that out of the equation? I didn't have anything to defend him with. Yeah, sure, I could have used a belt. Oh wait, that's just going to cause a little bit of bruises, but he can still get up and beat my ass. I could just shoot him in the legs of the gun. I can shoot him in the hand. He can get out, so I can drag him out and just say, hey, just call the cops, all that crap. And
Of course, you got to do the retreat law. You got to point it at them and say if they come any closer, then you can legally shoot them. But you can't just immediately shoot them.
True, but in the state of Texas, if they break in your house, you have the right to kill them.
You don't think there's a bit of racism in what you're saying?
Racism? What does race have to do with this? Okay, within the whole entire argument.
No. Let Jim explain. What do you mean? Racism?
Well, because he was implying that a minority would come into his house. And,
I did not say a minority. I just said a person.
Anyone.
I said a person. I didn't say
it's just as likely to break into your house and rape your entire fucking family and kill them all as well as a black person is. We didn't say anything about race, dude.
Where
in my entire argument did I mention race? Where? I didn't say I didn't say the word minority. What?
It was implied.
Implied. Oh, because a person, which a person is a human being, is obviously, in your point of view, racism.
Jim, have you ever been with a group of people? Because I have a feeling you would be a great participant with those damn slanders. Those Damn Slanders is a very popular channel out there. It is inspired by Those Damn Ranters. Too bad they ain't here to see it no more. That shit got terminated. No answer?
Jim,
Fuck it.
when
I didn't
When
even know
and
who he
where,
was talking about. Again, he mentioned some channel I never heard of.
Jim, when and where did he imply racist remark in any way? When?
Well, because when he said, "Oh, they're gonna break into my house," and like he's in the ghetto or something, and
When did he say he was in the ghetto?
I didn't say anything about a ghetto. I just said a house. I said take everything away except for a gun. The only thing that I mentioned within the description of a house was if I had a gun, I could use that to shoot the person who brings it to my house, but take the gun out of the equation.
Because he happens to own a gun, you assume he only owns that gun because he lives in a ghetto with a bunch of minorities that want to rape him.
Jimprofit slanderous.
not to mention, it's more so a crime if you own this gun that could hurt many, many people than individually stabbing someone, for example. I mean, there you're only hurting one person, as opposed to...
But you're still taking a life.
Well, yeah, I guess...
One life. You've taken one life, it doesn't make a difference if you take 10. At least to me, anyway. Quantity doesn't matter.
Quantity and quality all its own. That was Joseph Stalin quote.
In other words, illogical.
If I want to kill someone and I have the option between stabbing them or shooting them, I'd probably go with shooting because it's a lot quicker and easier. But if I was actually insane enough to go with the stabbing technique anyway, if I didn't have a gun, I'd still fucking do it, wouldn't I?
But if you want to argue self-defense, then you would prefer people...
I'm not arguing self-defense. I'm arguing the ability to kill someone and the resources we're trying to ban to stop that. I can kill someone with my bare hands. You can't ban me from having hands.
You can ban me for having hands. Oh, baby.
All I'm saying is, if you want to say you want to have these rights because you want to defend yourself, that's fine. Have more lenient laws on self-defense, on things like that, but to have a gun is a different beast entirely.
How about better security?
My opinion is that if you... It's not just for self-defense. That is a point for guns, but it's more or less anything that we can use for, any kind of entertainment whatsoever, or any various activity that we can use with guns, just by, like, target practice, for example, or hunting. They want to take that away, at least from assault rifles anyway. And how long will it be until they ban guns in general? Because like MDA said, if assault rifles are banned, then the next shooter will just use a fucking pistol. And then pistols
engage.
And then even when you ban guns, there are
many countries that don't have any guns.
Even if and yes, they use fucking knives and stabbing weapons.
And what about hammers, chainsaws? I mean, the list goes on about weapons.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're going to ban pants now. All right, you can't wear pants anymore because I can choke someone with them now, so they're dangerous.
You can choke people with a belt.
I can choke people with my shoelaces.
I can choke people with a beer can. All right, you can choke people with anything, any common house.
Look how wonderful France is.
Oui, monsieur, what is this slander?
Oui, what does he say logic I hear?
It's a logicon. That's bullshit. No, you dumb fuck.
Oui, c'est logicon.
The alpha neckbeards, they are complete losers.
Oh, man.
Jim,
you don't necessarily think everything that can kill someone should be banned, just guns?
I just think guns have too much of a destructive capability and don't have enough of a defense argument to keep them around.
It does have a very reasonable defense argument. Alright, if someone has a gun to my wife's head, well, hopefully I don't ever get fucking married, I wouldn't want to go through that hell, but if someone had a gun to my wife's head, and I was only at a distance from them, and I had to stop them, what the hell am I supposed to do? Alright, I can't throw knives very well.
Well, see, if it were up to me, I would more so charge them for the gun than having the gun to your wife's head.
Well, my point is there are going to be some situations where you might need to act with a gun as opposed to anything else, because if I try to approach that guy and sneak up on him and choke him to death, he'll probably shoot her. and me, probably. Right there, that doesn't make any sense. I'm supposed to be able to take them down from any kind of distance. Right, they're in my fucking house. They are in my house.
You don't think that maybe we have these problems because we have a gun culture?
They don't need to use guns, though. They can use anything. Some guy can break into my house with a jackhammer and murder me.
I understand that, but we have these problems because of our culture.
Yeah, and we're not going to be able to change that. That would require changing free will, changing the way people think, and we can't do that. Government can't do that, God can't do that, nobody can do that.
That's, in other words, communism.
Think about it. So many drugs are illegal and people still use them to this day.
There's this thing called, there's eugenics and then there's euthenics. Euthenics is the idea that you can change human biology by its environment.
You're going to change 4 billion people?
You can change it little by little.
Okay, but you're saying if it was up to you...
Yeah, it's okay. If 30,000 kids are being murdered, that's okay. At least it's not 40,000.
Yeah, but you're saying if it's up to you, Jim, that's technically dictatorship.
Dictatorship of the proletariat, maybe.
Oh, man.
Dictatorship of the slanderist.
Like, I don't... When have I ever said I believe in dictatorship? Like one person...
Well, you did say if it was up to you...
Your name is Jimprofit Communist. Communism is under a dictatorship.
Communism has never been a dictatorship. It has always been the way of the...
Holy shit. Yeah, Soviet Union, that shit didn't happen. China, that didn't happen.
Lenin even invented the terminology democratic centralism. In other words, we act within the confines of the party. We put the party first before ourselves. So Lenin did not put himself first. He put the party first.
Yeah, we elect parties to make decisions based on our voters. Or we have voters elect people in office to make decisions. That's called an indirect democracy.
You mean a republic? But the point I'm trying to make is communists have never had a dictatorship. That's monarchy. Communists have always acted within the interests of the workers and the party.
Oh, man.
Just want to point out that was Mitch's argument. My argument is just you as an individual, not as the entire political system. I was talking about you as an individual, saying that in that remark, if it was up to you,
so
and if I could,
so Jim, just to clarify, Mao Zedong, you know, the Great Revolution, and the Great Leap Forward, the bloody wars in China, that never happened to you?
They had to commit those wars for the greater good. You know, you can't just wake up one day and, oh, everything's peachy keen. You got to fight for it.
Oh, man. My point is, China has always been and probably always will be a communist country, but Mao Zedong was a dictator.
Mao was elected by the people. The people loved him.
Yeah, but he was one person making the decisions of an entire country all on his own, a dictator.
He's not the only person. There was other people within the Communist Party. They all...
During the Great Leap Forward, he was a dictator, dude.
Now
that they developed a parliamentary... You can say they developed a parliamentary council from the future and then on, but the fact of the matter is, during the Great Leap Forward, which was one of their most deadly, sadistic times in China, he was a dictator.
And Mao's rebel could counter this better than I could, so...
You can't counter it at all, dude. Your arguments are bullshit.
You should join us. You're a loser.
Now that's why I called myself Castroist rebel now, both to honor Mao's rebel and because I consider myself a Castroist.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Fuck it. Well, those good lols.
Yeah,
cloppers.
Yeah, guys, I see the error of my ways now. We were wrong. Capitalism is not the answer.
It's all about the alpha neckbeards.
Fuck the elephants. Fuck the donkeys. Time to get back to that Great Leap Forward, eh? Everybody, give me all your silverware and all metal appliances of any kind. We're going to smelt it down. We're going to use it for the greater good.
You should just go to the caveman era.
Jesus.
Ironically, you would have more technology under communism than you ever could under...
How do you know? How do you know, dude?
I dare you to say that to Japan.
Just look at the Soviet Union, all the leaps they were making for...
Yeah, the key word here is were.
Well, yeah, because Western imperialism plotted against them, and that's why there's not a Soviet Union.
Oh, man.
Splendid.
So you're saying it would definitely make a difference if the Soviet Union was still in effect?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you're saying their technology would be much better than ours, and much better than anybody's, simply
Not
because
only
it's
would it be
communist.
superior, but the common man would have that better technology as well. Because I think we have superior technology than we know of, because only the bourgeois get to enjoy the benefits.
So simply because the type of economy changes, technology will advance further, you believe?
Yeah, because society will advance further.
And how does that change technology? How does that mean we'll develop new strategies for developing technical things? Are you serious?
Because if we have the ability to go for our own goals, if we have the ambition without the confines of monetary value...
Doodle, what the hell are you doing? I'm sorry, go on, Jim.
If we didn't have to worry about making a wage, for example, like if you and I didn't have to worry about making an income, we could pursue engineering, and then everyone could do that, and then we could have better technology. I mean, not to say every single person would be an engineer, but we would have that, how would I put it? We would have that ability. We would have that choice.
Anyway. Oh, man. Anyway, Jim, thank you for this eye-opening discussion.
Yes, it was very eye-opening.
I'm always willing to talk to people that need clarification on one of my videos or what my ideology is.